you're like many of us and what you know is what you don't want, then you want to convert that to what you actually want. And a lot of the times people think that they're clear about what they want, but actually they're only clear about what they don't want. It might seem strange, but let's take my example from that I gave. So I knew that I didn't want the OCD and the anxiety and all the chronic distress. I knew that. Now I could have, if somebody had forced me, I could have done this exercise and I could have said, okay, well, now I know what I want. I want to be free of the OCD and the anxiety and the distress, right? So a lot of the time we do that to ourselves. We say, I want to be free of the thing. But that's just another way of saying that you don't what you don't want, right? So if you say, I want to be free of something, then you're just still stating what you don't want. So if you find yourself stuck in that pattern of just being focused on what you don't want, then ask yourself this question: what do I want instead? So I've given this question before. It's a really powerful question. It's super simple, but really powerful. So remember this one. What do I want instead? Anytime that you find yourself focused on what you don't want, ask yourself this question: what do I want instead? So again, you can fool yourself if you just answer, well, what I want is to be free of the thing. What I want is to finally no longer struggle with the thing. But that's not what you actually want. That's still what you don't want. So ask yourself, what do I want instead? So imagine the thing that you don't want does not exist. Now what do you want? So if it's like you have a health problem, imagine that health problem does not exist. If you have financial problems, then imagine that financial problems don't exist. Just as an exercise, just so that you can actually start to get clear about what you want instead. So if that didn't exist, what would you want? What kind of experience are you actually wanting? So write it down. Because another thing is that a lot of the times we reinvent the wheel. It's amazing how much we will just keep on repeating the same thing over and over and over and just stay stuck there. So if you do this exercise now, which I hope you do, I hope you really honestly take this to heart and use this opportunity to move forward in a positive way in your life by just asking yourself, what do you want? And then write it down. So I hope that you will actually do this. Now, if you don't write it down, even if you do the exercise sincerely, then there's a significant chance that you'll just forget about it. Just like I did when I got that ticket in Nevada. Just completely forgot. And a lot of the time we might think, oh, I won't forget. But actually, we forget an awful lot. And that's what I mean about reinventing the wheel. I mean, you just keep on doing the same thing, but you don't need to do that. You've done it once, that could be enough. So write it down. And then that way you can read it each day. So that would be the next step. So you don't need to just keep forgetting and then doing it over. You could just have it there so you could remember.